Yo, what is good, guys? What a crazy day in the market today. You had short squeezes left and right, and if you're in the Discord, we caught a lot of those. So in this video, there's really not too much new to say. I'm just going to reiterate some points on SPY, as well as show you a couple new things, and I'm going to show you that pulse zone theory that I've been constructing, and I'm getting pretty far along with it, so I'm excited to show you that. But other than that, we're just going to get into the video. Make sure to show it some love, give it a like, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So, uh, today, I kind of want to start off with this. HKD, this is like a historical squeeze. This is absurd. It went from 13 to almost 1,000 in 11 trading days. That is unbelievable. But that's just something I really wanted to say, because I've been watching that all day with the Discord, and it kept going up. So today, a really big one that we caught was VRAX. We got in under 9. We kind of got out at, I think, the 12 area. We also played OTRK for a little run. We got a Revlon when it started running up. We got in under 8, played it to 970, and MAIA. So good day in the Discord. SPY was a little kind of slow, I guess. We had a triple top in the morning actually, so that was kind of big. Double top, I guess, but regardless, we're just gonna get into the deeper stuff. So you can really get some value out of this. So we're just gonna go into SPY. I'm just gonna show you all of these trend lines we were at, because it is crazy how many we are at right now. So what did I just have up? This. So first off, I do want to point this out. We were at a very big supply zone, so there was a lot of selling pressure in this area. You can see right here. It's a very concentrated zone, so you can see we're having a really difficult time right here. And I'm going to show you the cycles, which I showed you in the last video, which I do recommend you go check out. I gave a lot of really important information in that, so make sure to go check it out. I really do recommend it. But here you can see you have these cycles, and we're getting near that one, and that's a big thing, but those are just some of the things I want to show you really today. We're going to be taking a look at the Fibonacci circles, as well as I think really it's just going to be mainly other opportunities in the market, while SPY is just kind of being slow and all that. But I'm just gonna start putting up everything. So these are pretty big things here. So let me take off the cycles. Well, actually, I guess we can leave the cycles up. So first off, I'm gonna show you the big ones. So here, these mark massive, really just transitions within SPY or the index. You can see, kind of break through it. You can just see the transitions that happen. And right now you're at a very big one here, as well as this one, which is really this entire move right here. You can see, you can actually see it. We got rejected at it again today. We've been kind of sloping down the side of it, and then even the smaller ones, you're getting outside of this one. So really big areas here, based solely on these fib circles, and it's a big spot. I'm telling you, getting near that end of the cycle, and there's just all these transition phases from all of these different areas from the past that are really just kind of consolidating into this area right around here, which we're going to be going into within just during this week. So I think you're going to see the effects of it. And Pelosi's going to Taiwan. I don't know what she's doing over there, but that could be a catalyst. Something bad could happen from that. And you got some economic data coming out this week that you're going to want to be paying attention to. So just really kind of an interesting spot. Just kind of waiting to get that reaction from, all of this energy that's just kind of building up in this area, honestly. We got to return to the mean reversion. That's how it works. And you have all these gaps down here, which I'm sure you've seen plenty of times. So uh, really, there's not too much I have for SPY because uh, nothing really new happened today. I'm just showing you all of those areas that we were at. The big trend line here. I'm gonna put this back up. You were very close to it. And the fib circles, which I just had up, you add a huge supply zone. The wedge measurement from yesterday's video that I put up, you're still at that. You oversold, you overbought and overextended, and you have all these divergences forming. So I think that's all I have for SPY. I really want to show you these other money-making opportunities that there are in the markets, because SPY is not the only thing you can make money on. So first off, so today in the Discord, if you're in there, we made some decent money already, actually, even though this was just our entry day into what is it, SSOXS. So I got in at 37.70, which is really right at the bottom, very close to the bottom. 37.70 right here. So people got calls down here, and as we rode up, they took profits, and I'm in this for the swing, the longer move. So I'm still holding on to this, and this is the structure of my pulse zone theory, which I'm going to explain a little bit. I really do think you should watch this because I'm going to be working on making a program for this, an algorithm that can do all of this for me and adjust, and it's going to be revolutionary. You will see the whole process. So I've been back testing it and experimenting with it a lot the past few days, and it does work. It is incredible, and I'm going to show you an example that I played last night. I spent like 3 hours on it, and just watch. So that's it for SOXS. I always have a hard time with this ticker. SOXS. And yeah, we got that entry, made some money on that today too, but I'm looking for more upsides, so I think we'll see that tomorrow. Biotech, this I made a crap ton on today. I'm very heavy in this. I actually got in way up here, and then I sold like somewhere here, got back in here, and it's finally going through this volume gap. So it has no supports in this region, so really, it's basically a free fall until it gets to another, I guess, demand zone where there's more supports, targets, and it finally broke out of what I was looking for, a bear flag. So this thing's been testing our patience in the Discord, but finally it's been breaking these very important supports. So it's pretty relieving that it's finally happening, but I'm looking for some more downside on this, and I am already up a good amount. So I think that's all I have. I want before I show you that pulse zone theory, because I'm telling you, if I figure this out, this is not, I mentioned and found those fractals where it was an exact copy from several months back with CPI and something else, but this is how the structure of the market works. This is how it develops. This is how it works. So this is not something that can, get dismantled by market makers or something, because I'm exposing one of their strategies or something. This is how the market works, and if I really hone in on this, I really can make billions from this, because I can take this to such a gigantic scale. You'll see. So I'm just gonna stop talking and show you it. So this is where I did my testing. So I'm probably gonna save this whole explanation for a different video, because there's a lot of labels, but I'm going to explain the basics. So first off, you need to have an adequate setup where you have found the low and you have found the high of the first wave. And this is what I'm calling the origin phase. This gives me a grid, and this grid I am labeling these as so first off, there's phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, but I haven't had to really experiment with that phase or that this area yet. But anyways, this gives me a grid once I find the low, the high, and the higher low of this first wave. It gives me that grid, and what I'm doing is giving these labels. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, layer 1, layer 2, and with this grid I can I'm just gonna keep going. So it might not make sense in the beginning, but just stick with me here. So zones and layers, you have your pulse phases, or pulse zones. So I had to relabel this because I'm calling these pulse blocks, because inside of a pulse block you have a pulse zone, and then you have target ranges, and you have all of this other stuff. So I'm going to put up the scenarios. This has to do all with Elliott wave theory and measuring velocity, speed, violence of the moves within these phases that give me these targets, and I can literally project like a high low to a higher high several days, several weeks out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay this. I measured all of these targets out with Elliott wave and Fibonacci retracements. So the main idea is you have a signature resistance or a signature support if you're doing this to the downside, but you have a signature resistance, and I'm gonna replay this so you can see how it plays out. So it goes into there's a lot of stuff. Maybe I can clear this up a little. Pulse block. I'm gonna make this a little more clear. Yeah, I think that should be better. So also these smaller rectangles are called marker targets. I think I might rename this, but these are the highest probability areas that the price will go to. So just watch this whole thing. So go into this retracement zone of this wave, and you're testing the signature resistance here. So you break through in the first phase, and now you go into that target that's measured with Elliott wave theory. So you hit the marker target, the highest probability area of hitting, and now you're into your retrace phase. And this, so now that this scenario is playing out, I can take off scenario 2, and ignore this one, that's a marker target for the other scenario. But anyways, get your retrace, and this actually happened slightly earlier than where I drew this out from, and it happened really fast. It all developed really quickly, but the point is I predicted just from this low and this high, I was able to give ranges for how high, how low, and then how high after that move it can go. So it's probably really complicated. It might not even have made sense, but once I really backtest this and experiment it with a lot more, I'm gonna try and break it down into a code with some other people I'm working with, and I probably won't really show this on the YouTube and keep it in the Discord, just because it's extremely valuable information that really can tell you when to buy and sell and manage your risk. And you can combine the speed and velocity. I was doing it today, testing it this morning, and so far it was working, where it has to stay within these ranges right here depending on which phase it's in. So I think I'm going to be keeping it in the Discord, which make sure to join that. We actually put back up the lifetime deal, so because a lot of people were complaining that they didn't get to join in on it and they missed out, so we're having that up for a little more now. So I'm telling you, take advantage of it. You will not regret it, I promise you that. So that's going to be in the description, and I don't have anything else for this video. Really just me reiterating my points on SPY with how many resistances and transition zones we are at, and I'm going to see how these next few days play out. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. Make sure to show it some love if you watched the whole thing through. Give it a like and subscribe so you always know what's coming next. Check out the Discord in the description, and that's it. Peace out, guys.